today you're going to be checking out with us, we're going to be checking out 6 model homes. This is Pulte, Soleo in Santan Valley. This is a beautiful, beautiful location. This is going to be a gated community of 362 homes. The total community itself is going to have a little over 1,400 homes, including David Weekley, Tri-Point, and now Madame's just stepped their game up and they moved in here as well. So there's going to be a ton of homes in here. Beautiful community pool, bocce ball, a beautiful, a bunch of different greenways and walkways. Mountains are not too far away. If you're looking to get to Sky Harbor, you're about 50 minutes away. To Mesa Gateway Airport, you're about 25 minutes away. Shopping in terms of Queen Creek Marketplace, about 20 minutes away. So you're not all the way down in Santan like some of the other homes like we've shown you, either Landsea, it's a little bit further down, kind of a ways away. It's still a great area, but this is a little bit closer to everything. You have Encanterra, which is right next door. Beautiful golf resort. A lot of shopping, a lot of new schools happening around here. We're going to have 13 different floor plans here. We're going to tour all 6 of them. So please, get comfortable, get some popcorn. We're going to tour all of them. Pricing over here starts off in the low 400s. So it's a great option. They have some great incentives right now. We're getting people down into 3.99% interest rate. We don't work for Pulte, we work for Home Smart. Remember, the builders always pay us our compensation. So it's always important to going into buying a new home with some sort of representation. John and I, we hope that's us. We hope that you guys are enjoying our videos. If you guys like to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. Leave some comments of which home you guys like the best. Let's get into this video and hope everyone's having a great day.
So out here at Soleo with just Pulte, there's going to be 13 floor plans that they're offering, 3 different collections within the 13 floor plans. The first collection is going to be the Meadows collection. The middle tier is going to be the Cactus, and the upper tier collection is going to be the Canyon collection. Within each of these collections, things are offered a little bit differently. So on the Meadow collection, you're not going to get quite as many things as the Cactus and Canyon. For instance, like standard ceiling height is going to be 9 foot. The Canyon series is going to have the 10 foot. Little variations like that. Bigger lot sizes as you work your way up. So the Meadows is going to have a little bit smaller lot, Cactus a little bit bigger, and then the Canyon will have the biggest lots for you out here. Other than that, like I said, there's going to be 2-story, single-story options within these collections. A lot of great things to check out. You can see all the base pricing on the screen right now and what these collections have to offer within them. And then real quick, we're going to pop up the quick move-in sheet. You got a handful of those. The first ones are going to be coming up this month in October, since they've only been here about a month so far since they opened this part of Soleo. But as you can tell, people are adding probably, well, not so much people, but how they're speccing these quick move-ins. There's a good 100 grand on top of the base price, which is what you're going to add typically if you were to pick out a lot and build from the dirt up. 100 grand, some even more, just depends what you want. Obviously, if you're someone that wants to stick more to the basics, you can do that too. Spend very minimal on top of that base price and then do stuff after the fact once you move in. We have a lot of great vendors that we work with, so if you are someone that wants to stick to the minimal through the builder and do stuff after the fact, we got a lot of great contacts for you there. But that's going to be that one. Just reach out to us, give us a call, just for little tips, pointers, whatever the case is. We'd love to help you out, meet you and your family, and figure out what works best for you in real estate. Some of the incentives with the interest rates and what they're going to offer you right now here at Pulte. Right now, they're going to give you 6% off a base price, 6% on the backside. And what you can use that money for is either getting your rate down or using it for closing costs, or a combination of both. And then you are going to get 10K on top of that to put towards your upgrades and your options, whatever you pick out. But what the lady Sabrina said in the office, which great salesperson, really nice, so she'll be great if you do come out here. Like I said, reach out first, because it's always good to have representation, because as great as Sabrina is, you always want to have an outside party representing you. Obviously, her and the rest of the salespeople, the inside salespeople, they always want the best for the builder, which is understandable. So Whether it's us saving you a few bucks on the backside, maybe getting a little money off the house, maybe it's getting appliances, it doesn't hurt to have us with you. It's free to you. The builder's going to pay us at the end of it. We haven't had one person come out of pocket. So what we say up front is we stand behind that. We don't want to be the type of people that say one thing and don't back it up with another. So that's just a touch on that. We do cover your third-party inspection too. Something we do that's nice working with us. You know, that's anywhere from $400 to $800 depending on the lot, house size. So it's a nice little savings for you. Anyways, back to the incentives real quick. You're gonna get fixed right about 3.99, maybe a little more, 4.25, with your closing costs covered right now. These change week to week, so once again, just call us.
So the very first model home that we're going to be checking out here is the Hewitt II. This one's just a little bit over 1,700 square feet. It's going to be pretty much your starter home. Base price is of $419. They do have a move-in ready that's coming up here shortly for right around $480. It's going to have a 2-car garage. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, just a little bit over 1,700 square feet. Another thing also to keep in mind right now is that you're able actually to build a pool in your backyard as the home is being built. And like we've always mentioned too, when you're doing a build, usually you have to worry about what interest rates will be when you finish with the build out. Pulte is actually allowing you to lock in your interest rate now, even if you're closing in April or May. Some people are getting 3.99% interest. Some are even getting around 4.25 plus your closing costs covered. So, which is unheard of, because usually when you're doing a build out, you're usually going to be subjected to whatever the interest rates are at that time. So just keep that in mind, very important. Obviously with the move-in readies at a lot of other communities, a lot of other builders, those are typically the best ones to purchase because they usually have the best deals on. They're trying to get them off their books. But as soon as you walk in this house, like you saw, you already have a little flex room right in the front. You have a nice little kitchen, nothing huge. You have a decent sized pantry. This is a great little starter home for you and your family. Remember, another thing to keep in mind, especially speaking of family, schools here rated in Santan are rated a B-, B+, more or less. When you're looking at Queen Creek, they're about an A-, as they're saying on niche for the schools in Queen Creek. Remember, here in Arizona, you can take your kids, if you want to take them to Chandler Unified School District, which is the #1 school district here in Arizona, you could drive that 30 or 40 minutes maybe to get to there. So that's another thing to point out. But schools here are decent. They're getting better. They're building out new schools everywhere. Your very first left, right when you walk into this home, you're going to have your 2 spare bedrooms, a full bathroom, your laundry, and your door to your 2-car garage. So something to point out, all these homes here are going to have the difference. Like the one that we're going to be in right now, you're looking at 1730 in square footage. When you build it out a little bit differently with all the different options, you can get a bigger covered patio. You can get some different options regarding the house. So when you're looking for this sort of information, when you're building out the home, just let us know. We can give you all that information. Remember, if you live out of state and you're looking to purchase a home here and build a home, John and we're there for the pre-drywall inspection. We're there for all the walkthroughs. So even if you can't make it, we can do a video call with you, virtual tour of your home as it's being built. Shooting down the the side of the house over here, inside the house, I should say, is your living room, decent size. Like I said, 1,700 square feet. Depending on where you need to get your payments at, it might be somewhere right around what you're paying rent for right now. This takes you right into the primary suite. So this will be the backyard of this model home, their very first model home. Remember, please stick around. We got 6 total model homes that we're gonna be showing you. So grab some popcorn, grab a notepad and take down your notes. And remember to give us a call with any other questions that you have. This is just to give you an idea of what you can do in your backyard. Remember, Tribal Pools will build a pool for you back here that you can include into your mortgage, which is huge because a lot of our clients are always asking when they can do the pool or hot tub in their house. As your home is being built, you can move into it, already rock and roll into your pool. Remember, beautiful community pool here already, a lot of great different activities around here. So let's keep moving. We got a lot of other model homes to keep showing you.
Second model is going to be the Furwood out here. Now these first 2 models, I'm sure we mentioned it, but it's going to be in their smaller collection or their first tier collection. So this is the Metals collection, which means 9-foot ceilings inside, a little bit smaller backyard. The backyards are going to be about 5,400 square foot lots. So definitely smaller than their other 2 collections, if that's something of importance to you. Right when you come in, like a lot of these homes, you got a nice flex room. Now the Furwood is going to be 2682 in square footage, 4 bed, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage. And then you can configure 1 area with an extra suite, kind of like that Prato, which we're going to see coming up in the video. You can do that in that floor plan too, but nice feeling 2-story home.
I kind of like the dark blue cabinets, kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's darker blue cabinets. I don't mind it, a little bit different. You do have nice tall ceilings in this area because you go up to the loft and look down at your family room. So right across from the island, you have your 2-car garage door. And then you're gonna have your little coat closet or closet here, which it's a little disappointing because they didn't put it all the way underneath. So it's not
under the stairs. I mean, that's a lot of
under
wasted
the
space.
stairs they should have, but not in this one. And then as Lou keeps moving forward, we're gonna eventually hit our master bedroom on the back side.
Let's see what this pantry looks like. Is it decent size?
Pretty standard corner pantry here. And then over here, obviously your staircase, but your master bedroom. You got a 1/2 bath there for people hanging out in the family room. Little closet in between.
Yeah, all of these homes have large bedrooms. See,
one-
that's what I was mentioning. I cannot stand that they put.
Yeah, it seems like, honestly, in all of these, they did it that way.
Yeah, I don't know why they would put the access panel in the master bedroom.
So upstairs, up in your loft, once again, you can look down to your family room, kitchen area. Like the Prato, which is coming up in a couple more models that we're going to show you. This is kind of like a little bit lesser version of that house. I think I already mentioned it in that home tour, but I do like how when the loft can see down into the first floor, it makes it feel more part of the house. You're not quite as separated feeling. So I do like that. But then up here, one thing I mentioned downstairs was you can make an additional suite upstairs. That's going to be this corner room here. And what that is they put an extra full bath in there, almost kind of like a secondary master upstairs, if you will.
It's a big room.
Yeah, no, Pulte, like I think Lou just mentioned, but a lot of the rooms, especially the master bedrooms, have a lot of great size always in them. Coming out of that room, you got your laundry right here, kind of amongst everything. And then on the back, you're gonna have 2 spare bedrooms and then your last full bath for those 2. Outside here, as I mentioned, the metals collection is going to be your smallest backyard. Typical lot size in these are going to be 5,400 square feet lots. Now, to me, this one seems a little bit bigger, so the model might have a little bit slightly bigger lot, but it is a 2-story, so obviously you're not taking up quite as much of the footprint. But either way, 5,400 in a 2-story home, it's not too bad. I mean, you could definitely still squeeze a pool in if you wanted, which the great thing is, working with Tribal Pool out here, you can roll that right into your mortgage. Yep. That's going to be this backyard. We got 4 more, so let's keep moving.
So now we're going to be checking out the Barletta. This is going to be a single-story home, $19.90 for square footage. You can configure it a couple different ways by adding an extra bedroom or an extra den, but this is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single-story home. Good-looking house with, I mentioned, 2.5-car garage, so you have plenty of space. You still have your paver driveway. As soon as you walk in, your very first right that you're going to hit is going to be your flex room, office, den, whatever you like to call it. What I do like is that they enclosed it. So if you people that work from home, make it a little bit more private. So when the kids are running around screaming, it might be a little quieter for you. But as soon as you walk in, obviously that was your flex room. This is going to be your kitchen. I like how the island is actually facing towards the rest of the family. So when you're cooking and doing your things, you get to enjoy the whole family at one time. This one does have an electric stove, obviously darker wood cabinets, but these are all things that you can configure once again in the design center on how you want it to look with the lighting. Obviously these are going to be 9-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors. This is going to be the middle tier of their series out of the 13 model homes. This is one of them. Good size home. I do like actually the darker wood porcelain tile floors that they used in here. Pretty nice. I probably would have used a little bit bigger of a baseboard, but that's just me. Everyone's got different different tastes. But once you walk in the house, you already saw the flex room, the main attraction. Your next, or your very first left, I should say, you're gonna have a nice size closet right through here, which could also act as a pantry. Even though you got a pantry on the other side, you're also gonna have a nice little coat closet in here, which we'll be using here pretty soon because the weather is cooling off. So if you're looking for a home, you want to get out, start looking for homes, now is a great time because you're not sweating. So this one is actually configured with the 2 bedrooms, the extra flex room, and the full bathroom, and your laundry on this side. That is the door to your 2.5-car garage. This one does not have a sink in the laundry, which I do prefer, but that's something you can add when you're in the design center. And this is a cool little space over here. This would be great for the kids for a little study room. Probably your kids are probably talking you into making it into a video game room, but this is ideal for them so that you can watch your bachelorette or bachelor shows, whatever you guys want to watch. Me, I'd be watching football on their side. The kids would be over here watching whatever they want. Then here's the bathroom for these bedrooms. Really good size, double sink. Does have a tub. You could always make that if you were to build a house out into a stand-up shower. And then there's going to be your last spare bedroom. Before we show you guys the house, remember they're going to have one of these coming up pretty soon. All-in price at around the $550 mark. Base price on this, I believe, is like $479. So they are adding some extra money to it for all the upgrades and options you can do. One thing for sure is that all these Pulte homes that we've seen so far, because we've walked them all, they've got really good size primary suites. Nice double sink. Nice stand-up shower with the rain head above. So coming outside of this beautiful model home, you have a nice covered patio. Almost kind of similar to the one right next door. It's kind of off-centered. It's on the corner of the house, which they've got plenty of room over here to throw up a TV outside. These are 6,600 square foot lots. They do have some lots, and we're probably going to mention this a couple times in the video, that go up anywhere to about 12 or 13,000 square feet. There are going to be some lot premiums. Please reach out to us, see if we can negotiate a better lot premium for you. Remember, when you go into buying a new home, especially a new home, new construction home, the builders pay us, so it doesn't cost you anything to have representation. We hope that's us. John and I are always out and about trying to show you guys the best of what, the Valley of Arizona has, whether it's in the East Valley or the West Valley. just reach out to us, shoot us a phone call, text us, or shoot us an email. We're not going to bug you every day because we're busy as well. So whenever you guys are ready, just hit us up and let's see what we can do to help you guys out.
Fourth model out here is going to be the Prato. Now the Prato is actually one of their most popular floor plans, probably for sure their most popular 2-stories. So if you do like this home, it's in a lot of different communities around the Phoenix Metro. I know for one, it's up at Blossom Rock. I know we filmed it up there, and I know 1 or 2 other communities we had this floor plan within that video too. But anyways, the Prato is going to be 28, so let me double check, 2816 to be exact in square footage. It's going to be a 2-story, 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 2.5 car garage. Now this one can be configured like a lot of these homes in a different way if you want it to be. The main option is you can do a secondary suite upstairs. And I'll kind of point that out when we get up there, but that's going to be the one main option you can do within the Prato. When you first walk in, now I didn't mention it yet, this is going to be in the Cactus series, so it's going to be that middle tier series. So the ceilings in here are going to be 9 foot. You know, in the family room, they're going to be very tall ceilings because they go all the way up to the 2nd story. Coming in the front door, as Lou showed you, you have a nice flex up here. Then you're going to hit a half bath with a closet. Now the Cactus series, which is the middle tier series, you are going to have 9-foot ceilings in the main hallways of the home. You know, in this one, you're going to have a very tall ceiling in the family room because it goes upstairs and you can see the loft. But over here, you're going to take a right when you first walk in. It's going to be your 2.5 car garage right there, your laundry room, and then what's going to be considered like your first suite. And that's just because it's got a full bathroom within this spare bedroom.
Which this is great for in-laws or anybody that's a little bit older that doesn't want to climb the stairs.
So then right here, you do have a nice closet underneath the staircase, which is always great for your Christmas tree and the bigger box type stuff. But coming into here, this is where the main attraction is, like always, the family room, kitchen, nice open concept. What I do like about this one is the staircase. You see that going up, really tall ceiling in here, as you can see, going up to the 2nd floor. But it makes it feel a little bit bigger. Once again, this is 2,800 and change for square footage, depending on how you configure the home, but this is going to be a nice island. Once again, you can pick out different options at their design center. Then you do have a really nice, good area for your kitchen table, dining room. You like all the windows. Now, I'm sure you could, if you wanted, you could do a slider on both sides of this wall. In a way, I kind of like how they did it, just because you can have a couch against that side without blocking a sliding glass door. Here's going to be your pantry. It's not the biggest, but you know, with the nice cabinets and everything, it's doable for sure. So then your master suite, obviously on the back corner. You could do a door here if you wanted out to your backyard. That would be an option upgrade. It's a good sized room in here.
We saw this in another one of the model homes. I don't know why they put the access panel.
Yeah, they've done that in a couple of these
in the
Pulte homes.
Yeah, in the master bedrooms. I don't know why they do that. I would find a better place for that.
Obviously, your bathroom, you got the tub and stand up. If you want, you could do the longer stand up shower and get rid of the tub, whatever you like. And then, of course, your master closet, little toilet room on the back side, and that's going to be the first floor of this guy. So upstairs at the Prato, one thing, you know, this was a long time ago, a couple years back, but we almost sold a resale of this same home. And one thing that they did, which looked really cool, was they put the coffered ceilings up here. It made the house feel a lot richer, more completed. Just something to point out if you did have a home like this, something you could do. But up here, now downstairs I mentioned you could configure upstairs with a second suite. That's going to be here, just so I remember to point that out. This is going to add a little bit of square footage to the home, but this is what they're going to call the second suite, and that's because they did the full bathroom, bedroom, walk-in closet. If you didn't do the suite, I believe you just have the bedroom part, and then this would be kind of a bigger just storage closet for the upstairs. Then coming through here, obviously you have a nice little sitting TV area, hang out for the kids or whatever it is, but you do have another full bathroom, 2 more spare bedrooms, and then a little closet on this side up here. It's a nicely done home. It does have a great feel. Like I said, the way you look down, stairs from up top, it kind of makes the whole home feel together. Even though it's a 2-story, you never really feel separated from the downstairs completely, which I think is a nice little touch in these 2 stories. But once again, this is the Prato. This is the last spare bedroom. Now we're gonna go check out that backyard. Coming out back of the Prato, you do have a little bit different configuration to your backyard. You know, your patio sitting area is gonna be more off center, if that makes sense. So it's going to be on really this side of the home. I still like it. It's still a nice squared off big area under there to hang out. This once again is in that middle series, which is the cactus series out here, which means the lots are going to be a little bit smaller. These lots are typically going to be around 6,600 square foot lots. Once again, some of them might have premiums if you get something with a little bit bigger.
But being that it's a 2-story, does take a little bit less of the footprint of the lot, so you get a little bit bigger of a backyard.
6,600 isn't really that bad on a 2-story if you wanted. You definitely have room for a pool, hot tub, pergola, the full setup back here, so no worries there. But that's going to be, once again, the Prato Cactus series. You got 2 more after this one, so let's keep moving.
So now we're going to be checking out the Ravenna. It's a beautiful home. It's going to be a single story. It's going to be 2569 in square footage. It's going to be a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home. It can be configured either with a 2-car garage or a 1-car garage. Now, your 1-car garage would be actually right where this wall is right here, but that would eliminate a guest suite, which you're going to see. They had this one outfitted with a guest suite, like a separate living room, bedroom, and also bathroom. So as soon as you walk in through this house, you can see you have a beautiful courtyard. Now, this one could be obviously configured a couple different ways because the square footage can jump up a lot higher than that 2569, depending on how you have it configured. Remember, you're going to do all that at the design center. The build time right now, what did they say, John? The build time was 8 to 10 months?
6 to 8.
6 to 8 months. So as soon as you walk into your house, your very first right, you're going to come actually towards the front of the house. You're going to have your first spare bedroom right here. You're going to have a nice little closet through here, which would probably be a coat closet, I would imagine. Pantry or linen closet, whatever you want to call it. Coming down a little bit further down the hallway, you're going to have your first full bathroom here and another spare bedroom, which these 2 spare bedrooms will probably be utilizing this bathroom right here for your kids or your guests or whoever's over at your house. And then there's going to be not a next gen suite, but it's going to be another suite basically. Then here's this extra space right here. So it's like a whole nother living room. So you can make this into a game room for the kids, TV room, preferably a study room for the kids. But I guess who's ever the older kid would have this room because they have their own living room. Or like I said, you could split it with the kids because it's going to have a door here. This one has a massive closet. So if it is for guests that are staying over, I'd probably make this a lot smaller because remember, the bigger the closet, the longer they're going to stay. So this is the bedroom for this little suite. Remember, this, if you don't have it configured like this, then this would be your 3rd-car garage. So just keep that in mind. It's going to have also a full bathroom right here with a nice stand-up shower. I like the tile work that they did in there. Looks really, really nice. Remember, those are all things that you're going to be picking out at the design center. This home's base price is at $564. People are probably adding an extra 60 to 80, maybe even $100,000 on top of this price of the base price. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. Coming down the hallway from the front of the house, right by the front door is going to be your formal dining room area, which I like. It's great size. Remember, that's going to be an accent wall in the back. House is not going to come like that. That's something you have to do after the fact. When you do move in, great thing is that John and I, we have some pretty decent contractors in all different trades that can help you out with a lot of these things. So this one's outfitted with a nice electric fireplace, 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors. I do like the flooring that they did in here and the countertops. I really like how they designed this house. It's very, very nice. So please make sure that within the comments, you guys let us know which one of these homes, I'm sure I've already said it a couple times, which one of these homes you guys like the best and which ones you don't like it, or even if you've ever purchased a home with Pulte and you've had good experiences or bad experiences. I think that's good for everyone to know. We do appreciate your comments. We do appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. So let's get back into the house. This is the kitchen, obviously. Good sized countertop. This one does come with the gas stove, which the other ones have some electric stoves, which I'm not a big fan of. Remember that a lot of different things you can do in options. This one has a slider on this side, and I'm pretty sure in terms of an option that you could do is probably put a slider over here so you can have more of an indoor outdoor living space. So this is a beautiful kitchen. Nice countertops, great size pantry. This one does come with the Whirlpool appliances. Appliances here are not included, remember that. So that's something that we would either try to negotiate for you with the builder. If not, you'd have to get them on your own. How well you guys can see this, but this is kind of how you can have it configured, where I mentioned before, you could have the 1-car garage here, or you can change it up and have the guest suite. So there's a bunch of different ways to configure it. Remember, the base square footage is a 2569, and the way that they have this one outfit is 2897 on the single story home. Coming on the other side of the home, you make a left, I guess, from John, where John is. There's going to be your door to your garage. You're going to have some great storage, some more closet space. Going down that hallway, you're going to have a nice little nook, put a little bench like they did over here, and then you have your laundry room. It's nice, got a sink in it with beautiful cabinets. Cabinets and all that stuff obviously is an upgrade that you're going to pick out at the design center. And then when you come out of there, you're going to hit your only half bathroom, which is right here. And yep, they put a pedestal sink, which I hate. Not sure why they do that. There you'll be coming right into your primary suite, aka your master bathroom. So I like how they have the glass over here. Obviously it's a little bit more maintenance, but I just feel like it makes the bathroom look a little bit bigger instead of just having a wall there. I like the windows above the shower. That's add some extra light in here. So this house, even though it's a 1-story, has got great light throughout the house with some beautiful windows. So now this is the primary suite, master bedroom, great sized room. This actually room is pretty big. You can see they have probably the biggest end tables I've seen used in a bedroom. There is enough space obviously on this wall if you wanted to potentially put a door to get to the outside of your home, the backyard. So if you build a pool, you can hop right in your pool. We call that an Arizona shower here. I might even prefer just to get rid of these windows and put a slider over here. So that may be an option for you. Please just reach out to us whenever you guys have questions on these builders or any other builders within the area, whether it's the East Valley, the West Valley, Scottsdale, even down to Maricopa. Just give us a call, shoot us a text message or email, see if we can get all your questions answered and see if we can get you guys into a home. And remember, if you're selling a home, we do a lot of that as well, where we will actually film our clients' houses, put it on all the social media. Our last home sold in less than 2 weeks, even though we were up against a builder that was still building 250 homes. So just remember that. So if you guys need some help in terms of maybe buying now or in 6 months or even a year from now, just give us a call, shoot us a text message, and we'd love to hear from you. So coming outside in this model home, you can see that you have a beautiful covered patio over here to keep you out of the sun. Plenty of room to put up a nice TV over here. There should be a gas stub out here somewhere. It might be on the other side. You do have your water spigot over here, but there might be a gas stub on the other side so you can put your outdoor kitchen. But this just gives you some ideas of what you can do in your backyard. Obviously, when you buy a new home, you know, it's going to be a dirt lot. The cool thing, and I'm sure we've already mentioned this as well, please keep in mind, is that you can actually build your pool and put it into the mortgage of your house with Tribal Pools. We have their information, so if you have any questions on that, we'd love to share that with you. But you could build a pool in here, but remember, as you've already seen in the drone shots, they have an incredible community pool, a little fishing pond over here, plenty of walking paths. So a lot of great things going on around here, this area. And we're not all the way down in Santan, like too far down where you feel like you're kind of away from everything. You know, we're right next to Quintera, shopping, Olive Mill. So a lot of great different activities for you and your family and the kids. So let's keep moving on.
So as we finish off this video, the last model here is going to be the Levero. This one's going to be in the Canyon series, which we probably already broke it down, but just a quick reminder, you got the Meadows, the Cactus, and the Canyon series. The Canyon series, which is this one once again, it's going to have the biggest yard. It's going to have a 65 by 30 as far as the lot goes.
130.
130.
Yes.
Yes. So that's, what was that roughly? 8,400?
8450, I believe it was.
8,450 for the lot square footage. This one is going to have...
I like the brick pavers in the front. It's nice that they put the pavers.
The pavers are going to be standard out at this community, which to me is always a great little touch. Makes the outside exterior a little more upscale look to it. Now, the great thing of this floor plan is the next gen suite. You got your door obviously outside. You got your 1-car garage on this side. The 2-car is going to be on the other. So this one, just to break it down quick, is 2653 in square footage, 4 bed, 3.5 bath, 3-car garage. Now, when you come into this floor plan, you're going to be greeted with a flex right to your left, which great for an office or however you want to utilize that. The ceilings in the Canyon series are all going to be 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot interior doors, so it gives the house a really great feel.
I even like how they did the tray ceiling right in the front. It always makes
the tray ceilings are
nice
sharp.
Touch.
Reminds me a little bit of Richmond's homes. So then straight ahead is going to be the next gen portion, which is going to have a full kitchen. Pulte, we haven't seen a lot of full next gen kitchens like this with Pulte. I know up at Blossom Rock and Apache Junction, they were supposed to have this floor plan. I honestly don't know if they built many of these, but either way, this is kind of like a Lennar, you know, the Trillium, Revolution, those floor plans we've showed you guys quite a bit. Gives you a similar feel. Also, Richmond has some nice floor plans that offer something similar to this, but
yeah, the only difference in this area is that there's no island, which is fine. Still got
no island.
Nice little kitchen table.
I guess it's nice because it gives it more of an open feel in here, but either way, this is an awesome setup for people living with you, whether that's...
And it's also got, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but also real quick, folks, it's got its own door right here to the 1-car garage. So, and then the entrance right out to the front. So you actually don't even have to see who you have living with you. Like some of our clients have actually used these next gen suites for traveling nurses.
Now, I don't think there's a washer and dryer over here unless one of these is. Here's the bathroom for the next gen. There is no stackable washer and dryer in the next gen suite.
You may be able to retrofit one actually. That might be a little too narrow, but there might be a way to put one in here somewhere.
So coming back in the main home, you're gonna have your kitchen, family room, good size. Once again, 10-foot ceilings in here, makes it feel really nice. In the model here, they extended the cabinets all the way up to the ceiling. That's going to be an upgrade if you want to do something like that. Now, their design center is in Scottsdale, so that's where you're going to pick out your different finishes, countertops, cabinet, color, all that. A lot of times people are adding some pretty good money out here. It sounds like on the low end, 100K when they're building from the dirt up, some more. And then on the back side of the kitchen here, you're going to hit your 2-car garage, but you're going to have your laundry room, little closet, coat closet when you come in, and then your half bath, which the half bath is kind of tucked away a little bit, but it works. It's out of the way.
And this is a great size pantry right behind your stove, right in your kitchen. Plenty of room for all your food.
So then on the back side of the home, this is maybe a little more unique actually. You're gonna have 2 spare bedrooms with its own full bathroom back here, which actually is great. because there are a lot of families that actually don't want their kids at kind of the front of the home with their bedrooms just for safety reasons at night, stuff like that. But so yeah, this is a great setup if you're someone that likes the bedrooms on the back side. Your master is going to be on the other corner of the back, but really well done home. It's got a good feel to it. And then lastly, on this corner over here is going to be the master. It's a good sized room, nicely done with the bathroom.
I like this bathroom, but kind of feels a little closed off because this wall, typically on a lot of these homes, has glass, so it just makes it feel a little bit larger. But because they walled it off for the shower, it makes it a little bit smaller feeling.
Back here, once again, these are going to be the biggest standard lots within the Canyon collection. These are going to be 8,400 and change roughly. 65 by 130 is the actual dimensions of the lot. As you can tell, you have a nice overhang sitting area back here. You know, the lots don't have them completely blocked off with the neighbors, so that's a little deceiving, but it is a decent feeling sized backyard.
And with some great mountain views.
Great mountain views. Why we're talking about lots too, depending on where the lot is and what the size of the lot is within this community, you're going to have some lot fees that are going to range from nothing and make their way up to 50,000 right now. So that's going to wrap up this video out here at Soleo by Pulte. Now, keep in mind that you do have a few different builders within here. You're going to have David Weekley, Madamy's coming soon. That portion isn't open yet. Obviously Pulte right here. And then you're going to have TriPoint that actually has a bunch of different models. I think 9-10 models over there. Eventually we're going to film that too, but hope you guys liked what Pulte had to offer. Remember, 3 collections out here, 13 floor plans, different various homes configurations. You got 2 stories, you got single stories. So you got a lot of great options for you and your family. All the builders at this community, we actually like all of them. They're kind of not the lowest tier. They're kind of right in that middle, kind of that sweet spot that most people are going to like with what they do with their interiors, with all their options, floor plans, energy efficiency, all that good stuff. They got a lot of great incentives right now. So if you want to come out here and check out these 3-4 different builders here, or just in the Santan Queen Creek area, let us know. We're all over the place. If you're looking more on the west or north side, that's fine too. Click below, schedule a Zoom call with us. That's great for us to get a face-to-face with you, get a little bit better feel for each other, and get the ball rolling. Up here's our home search, one's our vendor list. Put your information in there, that way we can call you, touch base with you, figure out when you'd like to come out. Maybe you're out of town, we can always do virtual tours for you, start scoping areas out that might make sense for you. We're already kind of wrapping up this year, so the weather is getting extremely nice. It's a great time of year to start pounding the pavement a little bit more, finding what house works for you. So reach out to us, let's get the ball rolling and get you into your next home before the end of the year. But that's this one, and we look forward to seeing you.